Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Chaos, Joey the Passion. I really appreciate you being here for the journey, and it has been a journey. I know what you're thinking, 2 episodes in one day? Yeah, that's right, we're doing 2 episodes. And why? Well, mainly because I forgot to show the card list in the last episode, so I apologize for that. We at 16.8% complete, 59 out of 350 cards. So that's where we are. And also, it's just a Sunday. I was repaving my driveway today, and I finished that earlier than I expected, which is good. And that allows me more time, so I can create another video for you guys. So let's jump right into it. Still at 4 stars, thankfully for that, because like I say, I don't really have the best cards here, at least with monsters. So anyway, let's see what Mr. Wheeler has in store for us today. I should say again, since we've already played once already today. All right, we are going second. He's going to start off with the Darkfire Soldier down, and he's also playing the Burning Land. We've seen that card before.
Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because these cards are trapped.
All right, so he played 3 cards face down. He also activated, he's activating another thing. Okay. So he activated the Burning Land, which is a continuous magic card. Destroys all field cards on the field. In addition, both players take 500 points of dark damage during each of their respective standby phases. So we're going to continuously take 500 points. He also activated the Magical Thorn, which is a continuous trap card. We've seen this before. You can inflict 500 points of damage per card to your opponent's life points when your opponent's cards are discarded to the graveyard with the effects of spell, trap, or effect monsters. And he summoned the Darkfire Soldier. 4-star monster, 1700 attack, 1150 defense. We have the Call of the Haunted, continuous trap card. Select 1 monster from your graveyard and special summon it in face-up attack position. When this card is destroyed or removed from the field, the summoned monster is destroyed. If the summoned monster is destroyed, this card is also destroyed. We got the Torrential Tribute. You can activate this card when your opponent when a monster is summoned, including flip summon and special summon, destroy all monsters on the field. We got that UFO Turtle. I can't wait to get this card out of my deck. 4-star monster, 1400 attack, 1200 defense. When this card is sent to the graveyard result to battle, you may select 1 fire monster with an attack of 1500 or less from your deck and special summon it to the field in a face-up attack position. No tribute is required for monsters of 5 or more. Deck is then shuffled. This is a good card, guys. It gets you free resources onto the field, but I just don't have those resources because this is really the only fire monster besides Flame Cerebos that I have, and Flame Cerebos cannot be used for this. We got the Harpy's Feather Duster. Destroy all your opponent's spell and trap cards on the field. Monster Reborn. Select 1 monster card from either your opponent or your own graveyard and place it on the field under your control and attack or defense position, face up. It's considered a special summon. And we just drew the Penguin Soldier. 2-star monster with 750 attack, 500 defense. Flip effective, you can return up to 2 monster cards from your field to your owner's hand. So we're going to continue to take that 500. Do I want to use Harpy's Feather Duster to get rid of all 3 of those? Yeah, I don't really think these cards scare me that much. So let's put the Call of the Haunted down for now. And I guess we'll just put the UFO Turtle in defense mode. And let's go from there. I'm not too worried right away. I don't have, unfortunately, anything that can deal with that Darkfire Soldier. If he tributes, I have to use Torrential Tribute. Okay. So he is playing Numanus Healer. We'll take a look at that in a minute. The Gemini Elf, of course. Alright, I'm going to get hit hard here. I definitely think I gotta put Torrential Tribute down now. Okay. Nothing else. Perfect. So we have 5,600 life points. We're about to lose another 500 though because of that Burning Land. Alright, we just drew the Graceful Dice. That is that counter magic card. Roll 1 6-sided die. The result is multiplied by 100 points and added to the attack and defense of all monsters you control until the end of your turn. Monsters summoned after this card activation are excluded. He did play the Numanios Healer, which is a trap card. You can activate this card when you take damage to your life points. Increase your life points by 1,000 points. In addition, increase your life points by 500 points per card if there are additional new mana healers cards in your graveyard. Yeah, I gotta put Torrential Tribute down. I gotta start making some plays here. I am worried that if he doesn't play anything... I want him to play a monster. The sucky part is if he doesn't, though, I'm just going to take all that free damage, because Torrential Tribute only works on a summon. So I am going to have to work with the Penguin Soldier in defense position just in case he doesn't play a monster. I could also just hold on the Torrential Tribute. And just use the Penguin Soldier effect. Let's see what he plays, and then I'll make my decision.
I activate my spell card.
Oof, that sucks. That's a good card. Wish I had it. So he's playing Dilligan Duo. You pay 1,000 life points. You randomly select and discard one card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent then selects and discards another card from his or her hand. So we're about to lose. Hopefully not Monster Reborn. Cool. All right, I'm going to get rid of the Graceful Dice. We'll hold on to Monster Reborn. Sucks that I had to lose the Harpy's Feather Duster, though. Fire Princess. So 4-star monster, 1,300 attack, 1,500 defense. Inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points each time you increase your own life points. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's just use the Torrential Tribute. It sucks that I have to waste the Penguin Soldier, but this is too many resources. I got 4,100 life points left. Let's get rid of all these monsters. Don't want to have to deal with them. We're going to turn the tide right here. Okay. Take the 500. That's fine. We just drew Time Seal, trap card. Your opponent skips the draw phase of his or her next turn. We're going to put that down. And... is there UFO Turtle? No. But we can take his... We're going to take his Gemini Elf, right? Yeah, okay. We're going to use Monster Reborn. We'll bring back his Gemini Elf into attack position. I could bring back the UFO Turtle to... Nah, I'm worried that he's going to get something big. So we'll hold on to the Call of the Haunted and just take the attack on him.
But you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
Okay. Maybe next turn, because I can use Time Seal next turn, depending on what he does here. So he's at 4,600. I'm at 3,600. Okay, he had no monster play there.
My turn. I don't mean to brag, but my skills are perfect.
All right, Skull Invitation, a continuous trap card. Every time a card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 300 points of direct damage to its owner's life points. All right, whatever. Not worried about that. We'll take our 500 because of the Burning Land. We just drew the Mystical Space Typhoon, that counter magic card that allows you to destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Now I will use Call of the Haunted.
This looks bad.
Because I want to get more damage on him. I'll take my UFO Turtle because it's my highest attacking monster. And we'll put it into attack position. I'm now going to use the Time Seal, so he can't draw next turn. It's fine. I'll take the 300 gladly on that. Just prevent a draw. I don't think he's got anything in his hand that can really stop us because he played no monsters last turn. So this is free damage, and unless he was holding something for some reason, I think we're going to win because he's not going to be able to draw. I don't believe he has a monster in his hand.
But you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
And that brings him down to 1,300 life points. We're at 2,800. He's about to take another 500, and yeah, he can't draw. So really, what is that last card? Is it beneficial to him? It doesn't look like it is. So we'll take a 500 life point hit here, and we'll be fine. And I drew Tribute to the Doomed. Discard one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one monster card on the field guard's position. As most of you know, this is one of my favorite cards ever in Yu-Gi-Oh! As it did help me win a tournament. And we will finish him off with the Gemini Elf, with his Gemini Elf. It's always good to finish off your opponent with their own card. So, another win. Perfect. Let's hope we can go 2 for 2 here and not have to take it to that third game. We're going to go second. Diligent Duo. Yeah, I saw that coming. That sucks. Hopefully it's nothing good. Buster Blader. All right, that's a whatever. I'm going to get rid of the Portrait Secret. Goblin Attack Force, of course. All right, so he did play that Diligent Duo. We just saw that last duel. So you pay 1,000 life points to randomly select and discard one card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent then selects and discards another card from his or her hand. Such a good card. Wish I had it. Burning 2 resources for 1,000 life points. Really good. So he got the Buster Blader, which is that 7-star monster. 2,600 attack, 2,300 defense. The attack of this card increases by 500 points for every Dragon-type monster on your opponent's side of the field or graveyard. And I discarded the Portrait Secret. 4-star normal monster with 1,200 attack, 1,500 defense. Yes, it is a weak card. I need to get rid of it from my deck. I just don't have anything else to replace it with. So that's what it is. I'm not too sad about that Diligent Duo. If I had to discard 2 cards from my hand anyway, those are the 2 I would have picked. We got the Torrential Tribute. You can activate this card when a monster is summoned, including flip summon and special summon. Destroy all monsters on the field. We got the Call of Haunted again. Continuous trap card. Select 1 monster from your graveyard and special summon it in face-up attack position. When this card is destroyed or removed from the field, the summoned monster is destroyed. If the summoned monster is destroyed, this card is also destroyed. We get the Time Seal again. Your opponent skips the draw phase. And we got Axe Raider. 4-star monster, 1,700 attack, 1,150 defense. He played something face down, and then the Goblin Attack Force. 4-star monster, 2,300 attack, 0 defense. And as I always say, if it is a non-tributed monster with more than 1,900 attack, it does come with a negative effect. This is one of those. When this card attacks, it is changed to defense position. At the end of the battle phase, the position cannot be changed during your next turn. I'm going to put the Axe Raider in defense mode. I know that is less than the Goblin Attack Force, but I'm going to try to force the Goblin Attack Force. Too many times saying force there. To get rid of my Axe Raider so that it does go in defense position and I can destroy it next turn. And let's put Call of the Haunted. Let's just put Call of the Haunted down for now. I am worried that he's going to be able to destroy. Yep. Mystical Space Typhoon. There it is. So there goes my Call of the Haunted. That's okay. Time Seal and Torrential Tribute have more value to me right now. He's not attacking. Interesting. He's not going to waste that Goblin Attack Force. But he just put the Fire Princess down. It's a 4-star monster with 1,300 attack, 1,500 defense. Inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points each time you increase your own life points. I'm going to put Magic Jammer and Time Seal down now. We're going to hold on to the Torrential Tribute. I don't want it to lose it, just in case. We'll attack the Fire Princess. That brings him down to 6,600. I am trying to force that attack from the Goblin Attack Force, but I don't know if he's going to do it or not, so we'll see.
I activate my spell card.
Okay, he's going to play Harpy's Feather Duster. Destroy your opponent's spell and trap cards in the field. Luckily, I can still activate Time Seal right now.
This looks bad.
And I should, because we're about to lose our cards. Unfortunately, we will lose the Magic Jammer, but there's no point in using Magic Jammer when that was the whole point of why I wanted to do that. So I did protect my Torrential Tribute. He has gotten 2 cards that destroy things, so I'm glad that that hasn't been the case. We just drew Magical Cylinders, really good trap card. Negate the attack of one of your opponent's monsters. Inflict direct damage equal to the attacking monster's attack to your opponent's life points. So he's had 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. He probably has a couple more Mystical Space Typhoons at the very least. I don't want to put both of these down. I am worried about the Tribute, though. So let's put the Torrential Tribute down. Let's hold on to the Magical Cylinders. And let's use the Axe Raider to attack his other Fire Princess that he just summoned. So this is kind of slow. Not really anything I can do. I can't break through that Goblin Attack Force. I am just waiting for him to use it, though. But he's not. So he couldn't draw. He did play a monster face down. If I tribute the Axe Raider for Flame Cerberus, that surely will force him to use Goblin Attack Force, right? Let's find out. I'm going to sacrifice the Axe Raider, bring forth the Flame Cerberus, which we just drew. 6-star monster, 2,100 attack, 1,800 defense. We will use the Flame Cerberus to attack his face-down card. Rigorous Lever. I remember this card being really good. 3-star monster. with 1600 attack, 100 defense. Each player selects a card from the other's hand and discards it. Any monster destroying this card during its battle phase loses 500 points from attack. Well, that's really good. So my Flame Service is going to lose 500 points, and I have to burn a card, and I have to murder magical cylinders. That's oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Well, he discarded the Beast of Gilfar. It's a 6-star monster with 2200 attack and 2500 defense. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, it can be treated as an equipped spell card and can be used to equip one monster on the field to the field. The attack of, excuse me, sorry. Oh, it's already up here. Whoops. The attack of a monster equipped with this card is decreased by 500 points. So I lost 500 from the Beast of Gilfar being equipped. I lost 500 from the Rigras Lever, which I definitely want in my deck. So now I'm at 1100 attack from 2100. That sucks, but we each have no cards in our hands too. He has the advantage, kind of, because of that Goblin Attack Force, but I do have the Torrential Tribute, so I feel protected right now. Is he actually going to attack now? No. All right. So we drew the Blast Sphere, and I love this card. It's a 1400 attack, 1400 defense, 4-star monster. When your opponent attacks this monster in face down defense position, this card is treated as an equipped card and is used to equip the attacking monster. Damage is not calculated. The equipped monster and this card are destroyed during your opponent's next standby phase. Your opponent then receives direct damage equal to the equipped monster's attack. So we will throw that in defense position. Again, hoping that the Goblin Attack Force actually attacks that. We'll see if he is going to play that way. I don't think he is. Oh, boy. Okay, Gemini Elf. I'm going to hold on using Torrential Tribute because one of these is going to equip itself to the Blast Sphere. So, as I always say, the Gemini Elf, 4-star monster, 1900 attack, 900 defense. When I have it, love it. When my opponent has it, hate it. It is the highest force, is the highest non-tributed monster in terms of attack without a negative effect. We just drew the Headless Knight, 4-star monster with 1450 attack and 1700 defense. All right, we'll just play that in defense position. I am hoping that the Gemini Elf attacks and destroys the Blast Sphere because that will equip to itself. Or the Goblin Attack Force, one of the two. Good. There we go. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Blast Sphere equipped to the Gemini Elf. And the next turn, you're going to lose 1900 life points as a result. Okay. We drew the Harpy's Feather Duster. Destroy your opponent's spell and trap cards on the field. He just used that on us. No need to do it. I don't know what this is, but I really can't do anything because I can't break through this Goblin Attack Force. So we'll just hold as it is. We got a 1700 defense monster in play. There goes the 1900 life points for him. So that brings him down to 4,300. Numinous Healer, we just saw that trap card. You can activate this card when you take damage to your life points. Increase your life points by 1,000 points. In addition, increase your life points by 500 points per card if there are additional Numinous Healer cards in the graveyard. Good. All right. I'm happy with this. So he does have one card face down. Don't know what it is, but we finally got something that can break through this Goblin Attack Force, kinda. Penguin Soldier, 2-star monster, 750 attack, 500 defense. You can return up to 2 monster cards on the field to the owner's hand. If he's going to keep Goblin Attack Force on the field and he's not going to use it, I'm going to put the Penguin Soldier down and I'm just going to keep returning it to his hand. Unless I lose my Penguin Soldier. And I can use the Headless Knight to attack him directly. So, let's see what's going on here.
Just go along and set this card here. Let me give you a little hint.
Okay.
You better be careful because this card's a trap.
He's playing another card face down and ending his turn. That's fine. I'm going to do what I just said. I don't really even care what I draw. Well, let's see what he's got. Okay, Skull Invitation, trap card. We saw this last turn. Every time a card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 300 points of direct damage to its owner's life points. But don't care. Witch of the Black Forest, we just drew a 4-star monster, 1,100 attack, 1,200 defense. When this card is sent to the field, to the graveyard, move one monster with a defense of 1,500 or less to your deck, to your hand. Your deck's unshuffled. But like I just said, I'm just going to flip my Penguin Soldier into attack position, activating its flip effect. I will send the Goblin Attack Force back to his hand, and I will send the Penguin Soldier back to my hand. So I can use Penguin Soldier's effect again. If he's not going to attack with the Goblin Attack Force, I'm just going to continue. I'm going to create a continuous loop. I will put the Penguin Soldier back down, and I will do the exact same thing again. Going to put the Headless Knight into attack position, and we will use the Headless Knight to attack him directly. I wonder if this is actually going to create a continuous loop. Is he going to just summon Goblin Attack Force again, and I can just keep doing that? Is he not going to actually attack with it? It might be. Let's see. There's the Goblin Attack Force. Will he actually attack with it? No. All right. Continuous loop until we win. Dark Zebra, just drew this, 4-star monster, 1800 attack, 400 defense. If this is the only card in your control during your standby phase, it is automatically placed in defense position. You cannot change the position of this card during the same turn. Don't care, because I'm going to do with the loop. Penguin Soldier, flip it into attack position. Activating the flip effect, I will return the 2 cards, one being the Goblin Attack Force, the other being the Penguin Soldier. And then I will put the Penguin Soldier back down in defense position so I can reactivate its effect. And we will use the Headless Knight to attack his life points directly.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
Bringing him down to 2,400 life points. Just keep the continuous loop going. I don't know if the AI is smart enough to realize what's going on. Alright, maybe it is. Summoning. Tribute. I mean, I'm going to send it back to his hand if he tributes, so... No. Okay. Is he attacking with both finally? No. Alright, well, there goes my Penguin Soldier, unfortunately, but I can return up to 2 cards. I will take the Goblin Attack Force, and I will put the Headless Knight back into my own hand. So, some free life points. Hopefully I can finish him off right here and there. I need something to do that, though. Yes, and I can. Perfect. All right, let's use Harpy's Feather Duster just because I'm worried that this is something that could stop Monster Reborn. We did just draw Monster Reborn. So select 1 monster card from either your opponent's or your own graveyard and place it on the field under your control on attack or defense position, face up. This is considered special summon. So we're going to win right here. Harpy's Feather Duster to destroy these 2 cards. We got rid of... Oh, this is a good card. Mitch Erzer. You can activate this card when your monster is sent from the field to the graveyard. Destroy 1 monster on the field. This is like Trap Hole. If anyone remembers Trap Hole from the original Legend of Blue Eyes. It's really good. You basically... Your monster's destroyed, but whatever destroyed it dies. So I would love to have that card too. But anyway, Dark Zebra in attack mode. We are going to use Monster Reborn now. And we'll take our Buster Blader. We'll get it all in one shot. Might as well. And Buster Blader to finish him off. So, that Goblin Attack Force, with it being attack mode and not going to defense position, was hard to break through, but Penguin Soldier really did save us with the finding that loop. Alright, 2 wins. Hopefully we win some good cards here. Yes! Yes! Diligent Duo. I just said how much I would love to get that card, and now we have it. Alright, let's take a look at what we won. Diligent Duo will definitely be in our deck. Okay. Diligent Duo. Pay 1,000 life points, randomly select and discard 1 card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent then selects and discards another card from his or her hand. Burning 2 resources, and resources are very, very valuable in early Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such a big, big deal, and only having to pay 1,000 life points to do it is definitely worth it. As you can see, this is limited to only 1 card, so we can only put 1 Diligent Duo in our deck. We also got infinite cards. As long as this card remains face up in the field, there is no limit to the number of cards in both players' hands. Really no point for that right now with our current deck strategy and what we have. And we also won, I believe, Tornado Wall, which I think has to do something with Umi. if I'm not mistaken. Tornado Wall, continuous trap card. This card can only be activated when Umi is active on the field. As long as Umi remains face up on the field, any damage to your life points becomes 0. When Umi is destroyed or removed from from the field, this card is also destroyed. So we're not playing an Umi deck, so that makes sense. All right, I can finally get rid of one of these crappy monsters. I think the Portrait Secret makes sense with only 1200 attack and 1500 defense, so we will get rid of that. UFO Turtle, I'm looking at you as the next to go. But yeah, okay, let's take a look at where we are. We are at 62 out of the 350 cards needed for 17.7%. I hope you guys appreciated this episode, and I really do appreciate you being here for the journey. As I say, it is quite the journey. So if you did like this video, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing, but you don't really have to if you don't want to. I'm just really appreciative that you guys are here and enjoying the content. So until the next episode, later.